Good morning, everyone. My name is Gina Intro, and I am here to introduce myself to you this morning. I live in Mansfield, Texas, and I have been in Texas for 3 years. In case you're wondering how I ended up in Texas, I work for a company called the Army and Air Force Exchange. I've been with the company for about 22 years, and our headquarters is actually based out of Dallas, Texas. So over the course of several years, I have been a mobile manager, and I have transitioned all over the world. So this is actually my second time in Texas at our headquarters environment. I am an executive in our training division. One of the things that I absolutely love about living in Texas is the weather. And so for those of you who are not familiar with Texas, take a look at our wonderful sunny day. Here we are at the end of October, and we have absolutely beautiful weather. I'm hoping that our winter ends up being something similar to what you see today. What I would like to do is introduce you to my family. I don't have a lot of hobbies or activities because I really don't have a lot of free time. So when I do have some free time, most of that time is spent with some of my closest friends when they're in town. But the majority of my time is spent with my family. So my family consists of my husband of 28 years. His name is James. He is retired from the Army. And then I have 2 sons, James, who is 27 years old, and Jimmy, who is 24 years old. And then last but not least are my 2 precious grandsons. Now, what is interesting about my family is that both of my sons are named James and Jimmy, and then they named their sons James and Jimmy. So now I have my husband James, my son is James, my other son is Jimmy, and then both of my grandkids, James and Jimmy. So you can only imagine how confusing that could be. Just to give you a closer look at my precious grandbabies, they are ages 2 and ages 4 years old. And when I do have spare time, I like to travel to Atlanta, Georgia, which is where they live, and spend my time with them. They are just so much fun. They say some of the craziest, funniest, most unimaginable things, and they just keep me feeling vibrant, and they give me so much energy. So I really enjoy having them in my life. And then another part of our family is our dog. So let me introduce you to our dog. And he usually growls when I pick him up. He gets kind of grumpy about being picked up. But his name is Baby. And actually, I should say he is more so my husband's dog than my dog, because he is really more fond of my husband. And just to give you an example of that, he, every day, in anticipation of my husband coming home from work, he literally sits at the door with his nose to the door and waits for him for hours. And he never does that for me. So that tells you a little bit about our relationship. Anyhow, I hope you enjoy my intro video, and I look forward to your intro video. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday afternoon. Thank you.